So if you're a subscriber to the channel and you actually watch these episodes as they come out, we had a huge gap, and we kind of talk about it a little bit in some of the upcoming episodes, or I don't know. At this point, it could be previous episodes. Cause
who knows when they're...
Yeah, who knows? We're not that organized. This is the fourth episode we've done tonight.
Yeah.
And one of them was just the opening for another episode. And editing gets weird, and sometimes something's... we have a trouble with a thumbnail or an effect, and it ends up falling off the wayside.
Yep.
But either way, hey, we're putting this out on a Friday, so hopefully our subscribers are watching. And yeah, we've been busy like crazy all summer. So sorry for the 2 or 3 month break we took where we didn't have any new content.
Yeah, I think it might have, I don't know. I was talking about it before, and I always think going into summer, I'm like, man, the weather's getting nice, and we'll be able to brew, and every other weekend and all this. And then, of course, that doesn't happen because things pop up, and let's go here. And my wife says, you need to do the yard. So it's been like 2 months since
I'm like the eternal optimist. I'm always like that. Like when my kids were younger, and my wife works in the school system, so they'd all get ramped up. We got spring break coming up. I'd get ramped up right with them, and then spring break would come. I'd be like, I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
And summer's always been like that too. It's like, yes, I can't wait till it's warm and the days are long, and I forgot about the yard work.
Yeah. I do that all the time.
And then for me, I run 2 homebrew competitions locally, or organize them, or I have at least for the last couple of years. Yep. And that took up a lot of time. And then we had some housework going on, so that took up time. So yeah, mostly my fault, but a little Jesse's fault too. But no, it wasn't your fault, just mine?
It was my fault for me.
Okay. Yeah, so mostly my fault. But we're back. I think we've already got a bit of a buffer. We got a couple of episodes we sat on so long that we may not release them until like closer to Christmas. Sorry, Tommy and Emily. You know the episode we're talking about, maybe.
We still love you.
And then Ed, we mentioned Ed in our New Mexico episode. He let us film his cold room, and the audio was terrible, and I ran filters on it and just wrestled with it. And finally have a computer I can handle with it, so now I can start editing it. We've only had it for like 6 or 7 months or something crazy. So, but brewing.
Yeah. So now that we're doing this, so I don't know. What do you got on deck? Can you tell us? So,
I recently learned about the Front Range Homebrew Circuit.
Yes.
So the Front Range Homebrew Circuit was started by a bunch of clubs north of us. I think Nelson Crowley runs it. He at least runs the website and the application for it. And it's a bunch of competitions in Colorado on the Front Range. I think Pueblo, like Colorado Springs, is the southmost, which I don't understand. I don't know if there's no competitions in Pueblo or what. And the comp has to be, I should have pulled up a page, but the comp has to be open to everyone in Colorado. So the El Paso County Fair's eliminated from it, but Feast of Saint Arnold's is. Mm-hmm. And basically, he'll get in touch with you. You send them the results of your comp. They ingest it into the system, and then they rank all of the brewers and homebrew clubs.
Yep.
And so I was looking at the list of competitions that are eligible, and just coming up, right now it's July. So I think October is the homebrew, and I'll put the dates here if I say it wrong, but the Foam on the Range, I think it's October. So like September, October, I think judging's in October. And then right there or right after that, I want to say November, December is the Brew Hut's annual competition.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Biere to Rock is another one. I'll put the dates here. I want to say 8 Seconds of Foam just went by, didn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. The only ones I'm certain of is
I'll put a link here and in the show notes to the Front Range Challenge, or the Front Range Circuit. If you're in Colorado, in the area eligible to brew and enter the competitions, and you're into that whole thing, go ahead and enter them. It's kind of neat.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I always enter competitions like, oh man, it would be really great if I won, but I just like getting the feedback. Even if I think is a good beer, even if it doesn't win. It's nice to, get some feedback from someone else saying, yeah, it's a really good beer, but you could do this better. And, I haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
So that's really, if you're not entering competitions, at least with that minimum goal, if you're just entering just to win, I don't know.
I can see that, though. If you're getting feedback and you want all the medals.
It would be nice, yeah. And I guess if I was a good enough brewer, I'd want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough yet.
Well,
so.
And then there's another thing called, and I don't know the name off the top of my head. I'll put it here if I say it wrong, but it's like the Master Homebrewer program.
Oh, yeah.
And you basically send them your score sheets and what medal you got for your beer. And either they have different ranks, and basically if you have like a gold and X number of styles, and that seems really interesting.
Yeah.
The competitive part of me, the slightly insane part of me, which no one likes, and he tends to get me in a lot of trouble. He's kind of going nuts about this. Like, oh yeah, let's do all the beers, and enter them everywhere. And I don't know. We'll see. Well, maybe I'll enter something. But my problem's usually I don't have anything ready in the time frame. I don't plan well enough with my brews.
Yep.
And so we're talking, or I was talking, I'd like to make the big beers, right? And I had been mentioning doing single vessel Soleras. So basically you take like a barley wine, brew 5 gallons of barley wine, draw off 2 gallons, 3 gallons, whatever you want, keg that, bottle it, and that's good for competitions. Then you brew enough to replace that volume, and then you end up blending the two, right? So over the years, you end up getting this very aged, very complex beer, right? Hopefully not infected, although that's okay in some cases. But it sounded real interesting to me, and I think I'd like to try that.
Yeah.
And I'd like to put a bunch of beer in my closet.
Yeah.
Because have you ever tried buying a bunch of barley wines to store in your closet for aging? They're expensive.
It gets pricey, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could brew a batch of barley wine for the price of 3 of them.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing big beers as well, but not the Solera thing. I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, but I don't know. Yeah. Right now it's just...
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
But
I'd like to try it with 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Because I kind of by default had a Solera going with that Lambic.
Yeah.
And that's done pretty well. And I'm curious to see how that Black Project Solera goes. Because so I had another one, the Bug Hunt and a Lambic. And so those are now just part of the Solera with the Black Project. So all 3 of those will get blended.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to put, Lefty had like 25 kegs or something like that. And he brought all the good beer, the good sour beers, not the spoiled sour beers, for us to sample. And I took the dregs of all that and put that in some wort.
Yeah.
And so we'll see if that works out. That'll go in the mix too.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, hopefully we can get some stuff brewed for the next competition.
Yeah. Well, absolutely, we need to... Him and I are going to be doing a autumnal seasonal because we bought all the ingredients for it last year. And I still got them, and we still have the pumpkin, so we can do it anytime we want.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I'd like to get some styles going for the competitions and enter them and see how we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about the time frame for the pumpkin beer, the autumnal beer.
We could brew it now. It's a porter.
Oh, yeah. No, for my schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, because I got a bunch of stuff to brew. I want to do... I got a friend giving me a pile of peaches from their tree. It's actually the couple that I married and made that peach sour. I didn't marry him. I'm sorry. Not the couple I married. That's a different couple.
What are you into, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Does Trish know about this?
I'm sorry. So it's not the couple I performed the ceremony for. It's the couple that I brewed beer for their wedding. And they have a peach tree. And evidently they're going to have like a ton of peaches come August. So I did a peach sour for their wedding. And so I'm going to try to do 10 gallons of Philly sour base to put on peaches.
Nice.
So him and I both can get 5 gallons.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
And our friend Denny wants to get in on that. So I'm hoping to do that soon. And then I'm in the Scottish Ale group. And I want to brew... I don't know if I'm going to brew the recipe they're brewing. I may just brew what I want to brew and do I couldn't... Because Scott and Bill both love that beer, so I could probably brew 15 gallons of it, and they would be fine to take up the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I was part of that group too, but just schedules didn't mesh. And, and the guy leading it was... He's
out of the country, and then there's a death in the family.
Personal issues, so, I mean, it's just nothing he could help. And he just, never really took
nothing against Don. Great.
No,
You've seen him on the show, but
Oh, yeah, that's true, but, it just didn't mesh with my schedule, so
it's just unfortunate timing.
Yeah. Again, it's like the summer thing, I am going to brew everything, and then...
Yeah. Well, I was the same way, because the group organized, and I had, like, a window... where I was like, I'll join the group. You know, if we brewed in the next month or so, I'm okay. And we end up sliding out there. I'm like, dude, I'm booked for the next 2 months. I don't have a single weekend free. So I still may try to brew it, though. I think I could brew and have it done in time.
And
it won't hurt.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No, I was going to brew one anyway, so I was just going to try to kind of suck in some more knowledge out of Don's head. But
and that's another style. I want to brew a wee heavy. Because I still got like 4 gallons of plum wee heavy in my basement. I can blend it with.
Oh, yeah. So, I know you're talking about the big beers, and I've been really thinking about doing a big beer, and wee heavy is one of them. And I haven't decided on anything else. I know. But
I just want to brew everything. If there's anyone super wealthy out there that wants to just pay me to brew stuff, all this wacky stuff, let me know. Reach out.
Then it becomes a job, though. Like,
no, I'll still treat it as fun.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm not like brew on a commercial scale.
No, I mean,
just,
Yeah. But as soon as someone starts paying you to do it, then you have to do it. Then it's like,
I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Still, if you're wealthy and you want to reach out, we'll talk.
We'll work something
Maybe
out.
Jesse will stay a volunteer.
I'll just brew it because I'm going to...
Yeah. But too much to brew, and I've got like the ingredients for 3 ciders. I was telling him I want to brew everything I already have the ingredients for. Because I got ingredients for like a Maibach, 2 different ciders, a cider kit, the porter, just all sorts of stuff. A bunch of Maris Otter.
Oh, yeah.
Just my hops alone.
Yeah.
I could be brewing smash beers for like the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all we've got. Yeah. What are you going to brew? What are your hopes and aspirations, and how can we help you? So go ahead, let us know. If you have any questions, let us know. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. So, good?
Yeah.
Okay. So next time, cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching our video. Check out our website at coloradobrewtalk.com for more great content.
While you're there, be sure to leave us a comment or drop us a line with your thoughts.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at CO Brew Talk, or follow the links below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content.
Or episodes, as the case may be.